If I keep going, it's not good. Like I'm already at the point where I'm just like complaining the whole time, and I don't want to be there. So I'm gonna have to. I don't know. Tonight was cursed from the start. I probably shouldn't have even streamed. I was having a bad night before it even started. So, yeah. Well, thank you guys for watching. How long was I on? Like 2 hours? That's not too bad. Not quite a long weekend stream, but absolutely no progress was made. I whined the whole time, and don't know if I'm gonna be able to finish the game. So, trying to think of a positive. Oh, right, it's over now. Cool. All right, guys. So I don't know. I'm feeling like a hiatus coming because if I'm not enjoying myself, I don't really see the need to do this. It sucks, man, because I have this vision of like how the stream's gonna go, and then like I go to stream and it's just like it just doesn't happen, you know? Like I have like all these like thoughts like, oh, I want to do this, I want to talk about that, and like I want to have this much going on, and this, that, and the other thing, and you have it all planned out in your head, and then I go live, and it's just like start playing the game, and it's just like trying to have conversations, and I don't know, my brain is just kind of like foggy, and like I have a hard time holding a conversation, and it just sucks. Like I don't want it to be that way. Like I was never like this. I don't know at what point in my life like I overthink like conversations. Like I had all these topics I wanted to talk about tonight, and then like none of them came up, and like I can't think of them. Streaming is hard. It's really not, though. That's the thing. It's not hard. What like you need to do is like get out of your own mind. Like that's the thing. Like everybody that's successful streaming, it's like they just I don't know, they just don't really think about what they're saying and doing, it seems like. And it's like and the really successful ones are obviously the ones that started a long time ago and like already have like 1,000 people in their chat room, so they always have something to talk about. Like I seriously, like I watch some streamers, and like I try to figure out like what am I doing wrong, how could I be better, how could I have a better stream. So I watch all these like streamers that I like, and I'm like, well, what are they doing? And they're literally just talking to the chat. Like the chat's just going and going and going, and they're just like selecting one thing here and there, and they're just thanking people for all the subs and donations and cheers. And it's just like, well, what do you do when those are gone? Like if you don't have that, like how do you get to where you are? So you watch like their old streams, and it just seems like they always had movement, and it's like that never happens for me. I kind of joined at a bad time. Like I guess like Twitch is kind of saturated at this point, and like nobody really cares about like some guy that just wants to play video games and talk, which that's all I really am. And they say, oh, you got to be yourself, and then it's just like, okay, well, I'm myself. And they're like, well, you can't be boring. It's like, well, I guess I'm fucking boring then. Like, I can't be myself, can I? It's like I feel like I have stuff to say, and I just want to express myself, and then like I come out here and just like it just sucks. Like I don't know. It's hard, man. It's like I don't know. You want to do stuff, and it's like nothing happens. you know you get all these ideas like, oh, I'm gonna stream these games, I'm gonna have these viewers, like this, that. It just doesn't happen for me anyway. I don't know what it is. Like I watch other people play, and it's just like new follower, new follower, new follower, new follower. I come here and my fucking follow count goes down. It's like Or like let's race, see how long it takes me to get 0, right? Let's see how long it takes me to go from 420 to 0. I started with 420 followers. I have 412 now. Like, I lost 8 followers. Like, where are you guys going? Like, what? Like, and don't tell me not to look at the numbers, because if you motherfuckers have a 1,000 follower special and tell me not to look at the numbers, you get to eat a dick, because you're a liar and you're a phony. All right, so that's something that, like, I don't know, that needs to stop. You know, people have to stop lying about like what to look at, what to focus on. And like, I don't know how to network either. Like, I go to other people's channels and I'm like active. You know, I talk. You know, I follow people in their chat. You know, and I show up in those people's streams, and it's just like, what do I get? Nothing. You know? And it's like, oh, well, you shouldn't expect a follow for a follow. It's like, well, what's the point of networking if nobody's going to give me a chance? What's the point? It's not follow for follow. It's like, give me a chance. Like why do I go to your page and it's just like, and like, frankly, like, a lot of people are boring as fuck. Like, I go to their page and I'm like watching them. I'm like, well, what are they doing? It's like, and then, you know, and they're getting follows. So it's like, clearly I'm wrong, but I don't know what to do or how to change it. So I guess I'm just stuck in this cycle where it's like, I don't stream and then I miss it and want to come back, and then I come back and just fucking hate myself and want to die and then just stop. So that's kind of the cycle I'm in. Yay. So on that lovely note, I mean, maybe I'll stream again. Maybe I'll feel better on another day. I don't know. But the way I've been feeling lately is just not good. You know? It's like, just kind of feeling a little bit deflated lately. It's like, it doesn't help that my IRL is just not really all that great, you know, outside of the stream, you know, trying to work my full-time job. And then, you know, I'm like super tired at the end of the day. You have to get into communities and participate. Yeah. Well, you know, I do participate, and I go and I'll spend hours at somebody's stream. I'll be there from beginning to end and like really get into it and really like, you know, I'm not saying that like it's not fun to go there and hang out, but I'm also, you know, like, I have a stream too. I have a channel too, you know, and like, I go and I hang out and I participate in all the activities, you know, and then, you know, I get nothing, like literally nobody, I'm like, I look back at my old streams and I wonder how I even got you guys here. Like, what happened? Like, what did I do back then that used to bring people that I'm not doing now? Right? Like, what is the difference in what I'm doing now and what I used to do? I don't like if I could figure it out, I would go back to whatever the hell I used to do that was working better. Was it the games? Like, do you guys not like Final Fantasy and Doom? Like, should I just play Mario all the time? Yeah, I was doing the SNES thing. Yeah, I mean, like, would that be better? Like, should I just go pure retro? Because I feel like that market is super saturated too. Like, really, like, I don't know. I can't think of anything that I could bring to be original that wouldn't involve like serious like dedication more than I can physically do. You know? Like, anything, like, I could do the game and chat stuff. Like, that's kind of what I want to do. You know? Is it just me, or is this thing just shooting out ads randomly? Are you guys just getting random ad breaks? Is that happening? Because I'm in my dashboard and it just keeps saying like preparing 1 minute ad. Twitch Turbo, so no. So when you have Twitch Turbo, you just get no ads ever. Yeah, I just have like 10 ad blockers. Like, I really don't give a shit at this point. Like, I can't sub to everybody. I only get one Prime sub, and like, yeah. Oh well. Anyway, enough of my rambling and raving. This doesn't help either. It's just sometimes you just get frustrated and you don't know what else to really do, so you just have to say like that you're frustrated. So, all right, so I'll leave it at that. And ads are killing Twitch, I guess. I mean, I don't know. Like seriously, dude. Like there are some streamers out there that literally just click the ad button like as soon as it's available over and over again, and I'm out on that. Like if you do that, like I'm out. You know? Like seriously, like I'm in your channel watching and you're just throwing ads at me. Like so you basically either you're forcing me to subscribe or use an ad blocker, you know? It's like I would rather watch a 2 minute ad when I show up and then just sit there and chill than just every every 5 minutes just get another ad. You know, and that's really popular in the Final Fantasy streaming community. I don't know if it's widespread and I just watch a lot of Final Fantasy, but I feel like it's more so there. But holy shit, dude. Like some people just like slam that like run an ad button, and like I don't know, is that like 5 cents a month you get worth it? Like like seriously? You know, I mean, I don't know, like the ad revenue, I think somebody did the math when it first started. I don't know if it's changed since then, but it's like if you run like a 2 minute ad and you have like 100 viewers, you get like 10 cents or something like that. Like it's not significant at all. You know? But yeah, I mean, it just pushed me to get an ad blocker. Task channel. Yeah, I haven't been watching like tasks or anything like that. I don't know. They weren't interesting. I started watching them for a while and then I was just like, I like people. You know, I like watching people play games. I don't know what to do, man. I drank tea. I'm going to have caffeine in me. And I'm going to sign off and just feel like shit. It's too cold out to go outside, take a walk. I don't know. I feel like it would be pointless to continue this conversation. It just seems dumb. But I know if I leave, it's going to be even more dumb. I don't know. Is there anything you guys like wish you saw more of that maybe I used to do and I stopped doing? Or is there anything that like that you know could like entice people to come by and stick around once in a while? Because I'm running out of ideas, man. Like I want to say it's because of my crappy schedule, but at the same time it's like I'm not the only one that streams at night, right? There's other people out there. Get some Australian viewers or something. I don't know. You like anything? Yeah, I like Final Fantasy. I like Doom. I like retro. I like retro and new stuff. I like variety. That's the thing, man. I like variety, and I'm having a hard time finding my niche because if I stream like Pokemon, you know, I'll get like 2 or 3 followers. They're like, yeah, Pokemon, yeah. And then it's just like, you realize I only play like one Pokemon game a year, right? You know? And then it's like, yeah, sure enough, you know, a couple of weeks later, like, never see them again. So I was hoping if I just stuck with Final Fantasy, at least like I could talk to JRPG fans, you know, because that's like kind of my crew. You know, Doom is fun. I like Halo, but I definitely can't be a Halo streamer. I suck way too bad at that. I watch other people play, and they just get like the kill-taculars like non-stop. Dude, I'm lucky to get a double kill. Play the games I'm skilled at. He rotates the same games over and over again, and everybody loves it. Yeah, I mean, I like that's kind of what I'm trying to do with Doom and Final Fantasy. It's just not working out. It's not working out for me. I don't know. I really want to see what's going on with these ads because it's like it's playing ads for me. Like I did not click play ad, or I didn't click run ad break, and it did. So I'm seeing what happens. There's a 5-second countdown right now, and it's done. Preparing ad break. I don't know. Maybe I have something in my settings. Yo, do you think that they updated the settings without anybody looking, and now it like auto runs ads? That'd be some shit, right? That sounds like something Twitch would do too. Yeah, Twitch is weird. You kind of have to like, I don't know. You have to like capitalize on like a opportunity. And like, but I don't know what like opportunity I could have. Like, what, like the new Pokemon game that came out? You know, I could be one of the 10 trillion people playing that right now. You know, or like, I tried speedrunning. That wasn't fun. I don't know. I just want to talk to people, and then I end up just sitting here talking to myself and cursing at the game. And it kind of sucks. I think I had the right idea to write down the topics to talk about. And you know what? I had like 5 or 6 topics for tonight, and I forgot all of them, and I didn't write any of them down. And I'm sitting here like a dumbass, like trying to remember what it is, and then it's just dead air, and then I go into a cycle where I'm just like mad, and then like not talking, and yeah. So that's kind of what happened to me tonight. I had topics, didn't write them down. Now I'm stupid. Wait, maybe I did write them down. Let me see. Let me check my stickies. Let's see. No. See, I didn't write them down. Hell. That's all right. Well, I am feeling a little tired. Maybe I'll be able to sleep. All right. Well, thank you for listening, guys. It's sometimes, just sometimes things just aren't going the way you want them to, and that sucks. But we'll just get back on the bike again when we're feeling better. I took a couple of days off this week, so I was a little hesitant to take more days off. So I kind of forced it. And maybe I regret it. But yeah, it's just a lot of stressful things. Like, behind the scenes, I'm working on something really big at work. So I'm kind of, at the end of my work day, I'm pretty tired emotionally and mentally. my job isn't physically exhausting, but the amount of mental and emotional like work that I do every day, it hurts, man. At the end of the day, I literally just like lay on the couch and close my eyes, not to sleep, just from, staring at the screen. And and then also, like I said, I'm trying to work on something pretty big, like a pretty big advancement at work. And if it all works out, it'll be really big and really great. But it's moving slowly. And I was told that it's going to move slowly, and I need to be ready for that. But it's like, that doesn't make it easier, right? Programming all day is exhausting. Exactly, man. Exactly. And I do programming mixed with a little bit of extra like transmissions, operations, doing like kind of a bag of many tricks that I have to do. And at the end of the day, it's just very tiring. Yeah, it's weird, the work life. And then like, yeah, like the thing with my house, like I'm always thinking about like, is there gonna be another housing crash? Like, you remember how in like 2008 there was like a housing crash? And I was like, wouldn't that just be right if I work so hard, I finally get a house, and then just like lose like $100,000, and I'm in debt paying it off, and it's worth nothing, right? Like, wouldn't that just be right? And I think about that, and it's like, it's horrifying to me. Everything you work for is just gone. It's like, I kind of understand how people voted for Trump, because he promised that wouldn't happen again. Like, people were scared of that shit. He was definitely like the president for the middle class guy that thought he was close to making it big. The only problem is, like, he promised all that, but he's a grifter, and so he promised it but didn't deliver anything except going on Twitter and telling people to kill each other, and then they did. So that's when he definitely lost me. And then I walk around my neighborhood, and like I just see more and more Trump flags, and I see more like people like I have never seen this before in my life, but there are people that have an AR-15 like displayed in their window at their house. So I'm going for a walk around my neighborhood, and I see houses, and this is more than one. It's not just one nut. It's more than one, with a big Trump flag that says Trump won and you know it, and Trump 2024, with like AR-15s in their window. Like, how am I supposed to feel about that, dude? Like, what is that for? Like, what are you telling me? You can't afford to own a home. Renting or owning is stressful. Yeah, well, renting, that was the thing about me with renting. It was like, it cost more, It cost me more to rent. I was paying $2,000 a month in rent for one apartment in a 2-family house. So I had a person that lived downstairs, and the landlord was a piece of shit. He didn't care who moved downstairs. The first ones that lived down there, I think somebody overdosed. Like, my wife called me one day and said like there was a cop cars and the coroner was there, and she called the police station, like, what happened? And they were like, well, we can't say, it's private. It's like, well, it's not private if it happened in my house, right? If I live there and it happened, like, you can't be like, oh, privacy. No, like, Are they doing meth down there? Because, you know, that affects the other apartment, you know? Like, I need to know that shit, you know? So it's like, you know, stuff like that. And it's just like, I needed to move out. I wanted my own place with a yard. Dude, I nearly killed myself physically getting this house. And then, like, the commute that came with it, because I couldn't afford anything that was close to work. So I was like, you know what? Don't tell me about the commute. I know I'm gonna have a big commute. So I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna suck it up, and my wife and kids will have a good life, and I'll just work, and that'll be the end of that, you know. And sadly, COVID is like the best thing that happened to me, because now I'm working from home, you know. But there's always the threat that they're going to send me back. Like, they have still yet to commit. And I'm so mad that they don't just commit. Just say it. Just say, like, yeah, like, it will be okay for you to, you know, stay working from home. Like, I'll build an office in my house. I'll buy my own gear. I don't care. I was paying $6,000 a year commuting. $6,000 a year, 5 hours a day on a train. Or I should say not on a train, but in transit, between sitting at the station waiting for the train and riding the train. 5 hours a day in transit, $6,000 a year. 5 hours a day is a part-time job. That's 20 hours a week. I had a part-time job that cost me $6,000 a year. Dude, do the math. For them to tell me to go back, it's like devastating. 180 times 12 for you. 1 month free. 3 hours a day. Wow. 3 hours. I'm guessing that's both ways, right? Like 1.5 each way. That's a lot, yeah. 1.5 is a lot. I was doing 2.5. But I'm not sitting here trying to do the oppression Olympics here. I feel bad for you doing the 1.5 too. That's a lot. It's a lot of time committed, you know, where you can't do anything, you know? It's not even free time, man. Like, because I'd be on the NJ Transit train, and it's just like people all in your space, in your personal space. Everyone there is miserable. You know, everybody's just obnoxious. You go sit in the quiet car, nobody's quiet. Everybody's on their phone talking, you know, or talking to each other. It's like, it's the quiet car. Shut up. I don't know how many times I nearly got into a fight because I had to tell somebody that they were on the quiet car. And they're just like, yeah, like, I know I'm on the quiet car. They're like, then can you be quiet? Like, can you take a hint? Like, it's like, hey, bud, you're on the quiet car. You know, like, it's just really bad. Everything is bad. And then I want to come stream, and I have this vision in my head that I'm going to come here and all my problems will be left at the door, but they're not. I come here and, like, I'm like depressed and sad and angry, and I'm trying to be funny and trying to hang out with you guys. And it just doesn't always work out. You never confront people. You're not assertive. I wasn't until it was kind of a fight or flight situation where I'm like sitting there and people are just being completely obnoxious. You know, where if I have noise canceling headphones on and I could still hear you on the quiet car, I'm going to say something. You know? Like, you don't even have to be silent, but it's just like, dude, can you make an effort to not be loud? You know? The high school students are bad on the train. Yeah, man. For real. Yo, what's up, Trauma? Damn, man, I'm sorry you're here during like a kind of a lame night for me. I really botched the Final Fantasy fight, and my head's not in the game, and I had to bounce, and now I'm just rambling about everything sucks. And I never wanted to be that guy, but right now I am. People are selfish. Yeah, man. Like, you know what it is? It's like it's our culture. It's really our culture. We've been taught like this individualist culture, like, you know, oh, as long as you're good, as long as you're happy, then like fuck everyone else. You know? Like, who cares what anybody else thinks? Like you should be happy. Like, how could you be happy if everybody around you is annoyed by you? Right? Like how like detached from like your society do you need to be? Like, how much of a sociopath do you need to be where you could be in a crowded area and literally everyone there is just like, I wish there were no laws so I can choke this motherfucker. Everybody feels that, you know? And you're just like happy as a clam. It's like, yeah, I'm going to go ahead and watch TikTok on my phone. You know, oh, look, ah, ha, 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 TikTok. You know, or talking to the guy next to him, like, you know, with those loud New Jersey voices, you know, and it's like, dude, shut up. And now take that, like, take this story, these stories that I'm telling you, and just try and think. That's how I start my day sometimes. I walk into my office after having been in a fight at 6 a.m. Like, and I walk in and I'm just like, you know, my shirt collar stretched out and shit. Some people have a miserable life and want to bring everyone else down. You know what? The crazy thing is that I'm learning, like, maybe on the inside, maybe they're miserable, but like, holy shit, I really think that they're just blissfully ignorant. Like, I'm like, and that bothers me, man. Like these people shouldn't it shouldn't bring you such joy to be so ignorant. Like, how could you live that way? Like, I could never live that way. I'm so self-aware. It's ridiculous. It's like, anytime anybody has ever, like, gotten mad at me for, like, being critical of them or saying, like, you know, oh, you know, you shouldn't, you know, you should do this or you should do that, or, you know, you should do this a little neater. You could do that more efficiently. It's just like, you know, anytime they get mad at me, I just have to point out, like, look, it's not you. It's like, it's how my brain works. Like, you think you got it bad hearing me talk once in a while? Like, it's always in my head. I'm always thinking that to myself. Like, I am always telling myself, you didn't do a good job. Oh, that wasn't efficient enough. You should fix this up. That should be better. You know, everybody, you know, you're being annoying. You're being, you know, you're too needy. You're being too whiny. You know, like, I am always thinking about that stuff. And it's funny because, like, people try to, like, tell me that, like, they're dunking on me. And I'm like, dude, don't even bother. Like, seriously. Like, don't even bother, like, trying to come at me and tell me something. There's nothing you can tell me about myself that I can be like, oh my God, I can't believe that. I can't believe, how would you say such a thing? No, like, every single one of my flaws, I know. I really do. You know? Like, all of them. Believe me. So anybody that tries to dunk on me with that shit, it's just like, it's like Shaq dunking and breaking the rim and, like, falling in the glass. That's basically what you're doing when you dunk on me. Try to imagine that happen, but the ball doesn't go through the hoop. That's what dunking on me is like. It's like Shaq breaking the rim, but the ball didn't go in. He shattered the rim, fell on his back, covered in glass. Game over. Everybody has to go home. And you didn't get the point. That's what that is. So yeah, I don't know how people could just live like that, like just loud and annoying. Yeah, man, it's really bad. It's tough. It's weird too, because it's like you set yourself up kind of like it's almost like a defense, right? Like you could you're setting yourself up to not be hurt by somebody else, but the downside of it is like you hurt yourself. Like nobody else could dunk on me. Nobody could tell me anything that's gonna shock me or hurt me. But like, you're doing it to yourself though. It's like catching COVID because you think you're gonna get a natural immunity, and then it's just like, surprise, motherfucker. You can catch it again. Get it again and again and again. Yeah. So I'm all over the place with this topic. I have no idea even how I got there, but so that's kind of where my head's at. So I hope you understand why I was unable to finish that game tonight the way it was going. Now, if I was just like coasting through the game and we were just like moving on the story, I could probably have just, happily gone through that some more. But being stuck on that fight that like as soon as I start the fight, I'm already dead. I can't do that anymore. I got like, how many attempts did I make tonight? Like 10, 20? I can't. I can't. Oh man. Oh shoot. But yeah. So again, guys, thank you for listening. I appreciate that. Ditch the game. I can't, man. The thing is, like, I like the game. It was really fun until this fight, and then even this fight wouldn't be bad if I can go grind, but they literally make it so you can't grind. I'm stuck there. I have no idea what to do. Like normally in this situation, I would just turn around, go outside, fight until I gain 10 levels, come back with 1,000 more hit points and better gear and more items. That's the strat. Yeah, like, so what can I do? What can I do? I'm worried that this is an unbeatable situation. You think I could walk out the dungeon? Can I turn around and walk out the dungeons? They won't let me teleport out. But maybe I could walk out? I don't know. I got to look into it because this I don't think I'll be able to beat it as is. Even like I jokingly did the 4 Dragoon thing, but I can already tell you I don't have the gear to do it. I don't even have 4 lances. I got one of the dudes is doing a jump dive with a dagger, doing like 300 damage. That's not gonna beat the final boss. So I'm gonna have to figure something out here. And I think that next time I play, I'm gonna try to just turn around and walk out. I'm gonna try to walk out of this dungeon. Against a handhold, all the checkpoints. Devs back then were brutal, didn't care. Well, yeah. That's true. Like, it's tough, man, because I think both situations are true. Like back in the day, things were a little bit too difficult, and now I think things can be a little handholdy. And I've said this before, and I'll say it again. I really don't like how they intertwine accessibility and difficulty, like as if the two are one and the same. I don't think they are. I don't think just because a game is accessible to people with disabilities that, by proxy it is it's got to be easy, you know? I think they might be at a disadvantage, you know? But in the end, I think, you know, they need a challenge too. Like when I play a game, like I don't want to just like I don't want like an interactive storybook. Yeah, they're separate things. I think they're two totally different things. And they got mishmashed together, you know? It's like and I blame gaming magazines and gaming reviewers for mixing those together, because there was like this period of time, there was like a 2 or 3 year period where like, especially like IGN and stuff. Yo, what's up, Angel? There was like this period of time where, you know, they were being criticized because the reviewers weren't good at video games. Like they would do like a video and it'd be like, oh, you know, I played Cuphead and I couldn't get past like this first jump. They're like, bro, did you even know there was a double jump? It's like, duh, you know? And then it's like there was like this period of time where people were like really criticizing, you know, game journalists. And then at some point, somebody made a point to say, you know, a game wasn't accessible to people with disabilities. And then that was it. The floodgates were open. Once that happened, every time a gaming journalist, quote unquote, plays a game and just sucks at it, they say it's inaccessible to people with disabilities. I don't know how true that is, man. I saw somebody beat the NES Ninja Turtles with their chin, you know? Like, I've seen people beat a game blindfolded. I've seen people, you know, I've seen people that have to play with their toes. I've seen people win tournaments. They win, like, Street Fighter tournaments with an arcade stick, and they're, like, you know, they don't have, you know, like, full use of their hands and stuff, and they're you know, they're either like leaning it against their shoulder and they're playing with one hand, or, you know, they're at a disadvantage, definitely, but like they're doing it and they're winning and they're good, you know? So I don't think difficulty and accessibility are the same. That's just, you know, I think it's a little bit cheap when you suck at a game and you're just like, oh, it's got accessibility issues. I think that was actually Final Fantasy, the Pixel remasters. They got attacked for not being accessible because of the font. There was like the font was apparently, the way it is, it's like too condensed, and it makes reading it difficult. So that, honestly, I was like, you know what, that's valid to say, because how difficult would it be for them to just add fonts? You know, now you got people, they have to do it themselves, you know, so they have to go into the game files and swap out the fonts so that they can read the text. So that, I would say, hey, Square, why did you not make fonts available? At the very least, make the original font from the game available, because maybe people might want that aesthetically, not even accessibly. You know, just make it available. But yeah, I honestly, so I guess next time I play, I'm gonna tag out for the night. I'm not gonna go back into it, but I'm still thinking about this game, and what I think is I'm going to make an attempt to walk out of the dungeon. I can't teleport out. They won't let me do that. And my worry is they won't let me do that because you can't do that, so I'm going to try to walk and it's not going to happen. But if at the very least, if I could get back to, you remember that jail? When I was at that jail, was I getting XP then? If I could find any place where I could battle and get XP instead of job points, I'm in business, because I just need to level up. I need stronger characters, and I think we'll be okay. But if I'm stuck here at this level and I can't advance, I'm in trouble, because I don't know what I could do. It's gonna be a tough one. Gonna have to outplay the game, but I just you've seen it. I mean, if you go back and see how those fights were going for me, they were not going good. So all right. So let me give you guys one last thank you for listening. I do appreciate it. It does actually feel good to say those things. And funny enough, like sometimes when you say the things and get it off your chest, you don't feel it as bad anymore, you know? So I'm kind of there. So like I feel like after having said it, I actually feel a little bit better. You know, I guess holding that in and trying to hide it makes it worse, right? That's just like a known thing. But I was trying to keep cool, hoping it would just go away on its own. But it wasn't, so I'm glad I was able to talk to you guys. I'll let you know about my frustrations and just some of the stuff that I've been thinking about that it's not always easy. As fun as it is to sit here and just play video games and chit chat with you guys, it's funny, but the human brain does tend to make things a little difficult on you. So I don't know. It was my own worst enemy, and I was sabotaging myself a little bit. So hopefully I get over that, and we can move on. All right. So much love, guys. I doubt I'm going to try again tomorrow, but knowing myself, I might try, because I'm really thinking about what would happen if I tried to walk out the dungeon and find more fights with XP. But I don't want to promise that and end up not doing it. So for now, I'll just say stay tuned to obviously, like, if you can follow here and enable notifications. I promise I won't spam. I don't go online more than one time a day. So the most you'll get is like one notification a day for like 3 days a week. So I would recommend doing the notifications thing. If not, check out the Discord. I have the Discord link in my About Me section. The Discord is called the Ghostlands. If you go there, I have bots set up to announce when I go live, and I also have a bot set up to make my name on the friend list, or the people list on the side. It goes to a category, says now live. And if you are in there and you stream, then it will happen to you too. If you go there and you stream, your name will go to the top of the list of people in Discord, and it'll say live now, and everybody could click you and go in there. So if you want to come by, I got a little community going. Go check it out. I got social media. I try to announce when I go live on Instagram, but I do forget. But I have a bot that says it on Twitter, and a bot that says it in Discord. So there's plenty of ways you could catch me live. So like I said, I'm not going to promise that I'll go live tomorrow or any day, but if you follow me, you will know. I feel like if you really want to see me, you will. And I feel like all those things that I set up, like the bots and the announcements and everything, sometimes they help, but I feel like if you want to see me, you'll see me, right? It's kind of like You know, when you got a bunch of friends and it's just like, hey guys, give me a call, send me a text, let me know what's going on, blah 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 blah. Nothing, nothing, nothing. Oh, I got stuff to do. Oh, I got to do this. I got to do that. I got to do this. If they want to hang out, they'll make time. So, I feel the same way about streaming sometimes. I feel like I'm shouting it off a rooftop. And it's just like, yeah, we know. We know you stream, buddy. We know. Thank you. Bye. So yeah. I'm going to shut up and I'll see you when I see you. Bye.